my god. It went in my eye. Am I gonna die? I can still see. It is looking like this could be a renter-friendly option. Sister snapped. We love building IKEA furniture. Hi guys and welcome back to The Sorry Girls. My name is Kelsey and today we are going to DIY a storage bench. We're gonna hack some IKEA products to make this bench. Now, I wasn't actually going to make a video on this. I was just going to include this in my entryway making home episode, which if you guys don't know, that's the series where I renovate and decorate my house, because this storage bench is going in my entryway, but it's such a big project and I thought that it required some attention to detail, so I wanted to make this video and hopefully you guys find it helpful. I wasn't really able to find a video on how to make this, so I've kind of been like just making up this whole process, but it worked for me, so it should work for you too. So I need you to do two things. One is ignore all of the making home entryway sneak peeks that you're about to see. Pretend they don't exist. You gotta wait for the episode for the full reveal. Second thing is to subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate that. Love to see you here more often. All right, let's just jump into it. So for this IKEA hack, we are using their section kitchen line. First up, you're gonna go to the IKEA kitchen planner, create your space using some very accurate measurements. Remember to take your baseboards into consideration when you're doing your measuring. Once you have your space created, we're going to want to choose the wall cabinets in a 15-inch height to be our base. I'm going with the horizontal doors. These are normally upper kitchen cabinets, but we're hacking them, baby. You can also fill out your storage bench area with other products in the section line, like I'm doing a set of drawers at the end. By the way, you're gonna have a choice of deep or a shallow unit. I went with the shallow unit, which is about 15 inches deep. The choice is yours depending on your space, so go ahead and play around, but then you can go ahead and pick your cabinet front, make any customizations, add or remove handles, and wait around till the end for my whole thing about hinges. It definitely didn't cost me this much because there are a bunch of things I didn't need, like the lighting that they automatically add to your list. Just make sure you watch this whole video to know what to buy and what not to buy during this stage. So once you've decided on your design, get your butt into IKEA with a mask. Go talk to the kitchen people with your design project number and go over your plan, kind of tell them what you want to do, make any last minute changes, make sure you add a toe kick and stuff if that's what you want to do. They'll convert your plan to an order and then you go to the cash, pay for it, then you wait by the pickup area and someone brings out everything that you need. Then you invite your mom over to help you build some cabinets. You got this. It's like drawers over there, and then like benches across there. You're also starting with the hardest part.
Well, get it over with.
Okay.
Just the one side.
It's not done, but you're getting the vision. We're missing some pieces. They need to be elevated, mounted, top piece, and then that side is like a little drawer set just to make it different. Because why not? Building cabinets can be long and tedious work that might just take more than one night with mom. Why is it so difficult? Hey! When putting on the hinges, you kind of have to flip it and reverse it because these are supposed to be upper kitchen cabinets, which means that the door would kind of open up like this. But since I want it to fold down so it's easy to see what's in the storage, I have to put the hinges upside down. Really just the whole thing is upside down.
Just watch yourself.
Ow! Oh my god.
Oh no. Are you okay?
Yeah. It caught my... Okay. Are you wearing any thumb rings?
No.
No, it bent my ring!
Is that one you made or is it one you just have?
No, it's one I have. Wow, this is f***ing dangerous.
IKEA, what?
Can I tell you a story?
Ow. Oh my god, you don't know what's in my hand right now.
Mine's bleeding. Yours bleeding?
We're matching.
Wow,
Not safe for work.
we both have wounds. I mean, I have other wounds. I look like
Oh, I burnt my hand too the other day.
Guys.
That was unrelated to work.
Just the DIY life. I got some band-aids here.
It's okay, it's just a flesh wound.
Those hinges, like they just snap so hard. Like, you know, like Sister snapped. Like they learned it from that hinge from IKEA.
I can't believe they're that hard to open.
Like, look, it's just like click, click, just like that. Just, oh, click, click. But look at what they do put. They're like, watch out, it'll cut you. This is like, skip ahead a couple seconds if you don't want to hear a gruesome story, but I had a teacher in elementary school and she was missing a finger, and she told us it's because she was wearing a ring and then she was climbing a fence and her ring got caught, she fell. Pop. Maybe they are on the wrong way.
So you're supposed to slide in that one and
Oh, I thought you slid it in the other way. How did I even get those ones on? Like, I was doing it totally wrong. I do have things to say about these hinges at the end of the video. Ah!
Got it?
Yeah!
What's your foot?
Woo! Okay. Holy. Like, will it hit the floor?
Yes.
Yo, who decided to do this DIY project? Who decided this? So I have all of the units now built. That was a dangerous journey. But let me catch you guys up on what we're gonna do now. So the plan is now to work on the base of these units. So they all need to be like mounted off of the ground just aesthetically, and they're gonna function better if they're not directly sitting on the floor. So I picked up the toe kicks that come with the kitchen cabinets. So those are in the right color to match the cabinets. So the way that the kitchen cabinets are supposed to work at IKEA is that you have these rails that the cabinets like hook onto, and the bases of the cabinets have feet which help elevate it off of the ground. But guess what? The feet don't work on these upper cabinets because they're meant to be uppers and not have feet on them. They're not lowers. I'm going to forego the rail for now, forego the feet. I'm even gonna take them off of this unit that I put them onto because I'm just gonna do like a 2x4 base situation all the way around that I'm gonna build out of wood, and I'm just gonna make sure it's the right height off of the ground. I think this is the more affordable way to go, and ultimately it's gonna be easier since I can't attach the feet to the base. And I think it's gonna be sturdier too. So let's go ahead and measure, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna hit the hardware store first thing to pick up the wood I'm gonna need. I forgot my measuring tape. We're gonna have to go borrow one. So I ran up and down the lumber aisle trying to stack lumber together to get me to the magical number of 4.5 inches. That's the height of that toe kick from IKEA. I found a 2x4 and a 1x2 that got me to 4.25 inches. And then I had a genius idea. I love it when this happens. I was gonna get a protective layer for the floor, but what if I just kill two birds with one stone? Get feet that give me a little bit of extra height that will protect the floor. Genius. You okay, you okay, you okay, you fine, you fine, you fine. So I'm bringing my 2x4s, standing them in on their 2-inch side, and then I'm going to push them together until they're about 2 inches in from the depth of my entire cabinet. Honestly, this part is up to you. Then you measure the inside gap between the pieces, and this is the length that you're gonna need to cut your middle supports. I believe mine were about 9 inches or something around there. Then you just screw it all together. I just did 1 screw per cross piece. Ideally, you'll have a couple cross pieces per cabinet, so install accordingly so that they're supported properly. Then I'm adding felties to protect my floor and give me that extra 1/4 inch I needed. Then I flipped my entire base over. You know, like the workouts? Mm-hmm. It's time to add the last piece just for height. So I nail gunned a 1x2 to the top all the way around the base. Okay. Question is it a sturdy girl? Okay. For sure. I built it. I built the storage bench, y'all. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Beep, 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 beep. What was that? Oh my god, it's heavier.
Do you want help?
No! Don't scratch the baby parts.
How did this fit so perfectly?
I know, right? Look at this. Have you seen this? I didn't cut anything. I didn't do anything. Oh, Becky, I just remembered. When I'm doing my top, this can be like separate.
Oh my god!
I'm like, Becky, find me a 10-foot piece. And she's like, they don't exist, Kelsey, in like this depth, this height, this width. But this can be a separate piece. Like I still want it to be the same, but it can be separate, you know?
Either way, there was nothing that wide.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make it dramatic.
Yeah, so good. See, the top will come in handy because I feel like the middle's not used for that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need the disbursement of like the planks. So you heard Becky briefly say that no pretty much affordable wood tops come in a 16-inch depth, 1.5-inch height, and a 10-foot length. So I have to create it. I've never done this before, but I picked up a 2x10 by 10 feet and a 2x8 by 10 feet, which gives me the depth of a little more than 16 inches, but that's all right. I'm gonna glue this whole thing together with wood glue, hold it tight using some large clamps, and I do mind the gap, so I'm going to fill that gap with wood filler. While my wood glue and wood filler set and dry, I'm heading back inside and it's time to attach the cabinets to the base. So I'm just going into the inside of the cabinets and screwing down where I know those cross pieces are. I tried to do 4 per each cabinet, but it also kind of depends where the cross pieces ended up being. I did a pre-drill and then went in with my screw. And then I'm also attaching them side to side as well. So I'm just using the holes that are already on the side of the cabinets. And I'm choosing a screw that's not gonna go all the way through, but make sure that it goes into the cabinet beside it, and just screw them together from the side so that they're screwed to the base at the bottom and to the cabinets at either side. I'm not done yet, but it is looking like this could be a renter-friendly option because I have not screwed into any of my walls yet. I might need to for the tall end drawer unit, but as for the base, like, it's just sitting on the floor and then I screwed the cabinets into the base. So far, this is a renter-friendly project. Just putting it out there, that's super exciting. It's just like it's a decent amount of money to invest into a rental, but hey, if you need the storage or if you can get your landlord to pay for it because you're like, I'm gonna do this beautiful built-in and you just need to pay for it, like, I think it's an option. I'm really excited how this is looking. So now it's time to install the toe kick that I picked up from IKEA. Normally this would clip onto the feet, but since we went the 2x4 route, I am just like squishing it in there. It's not gonna go anywhere. If your fit isn't as tight as mine, you can always use any kind of like sticky thing to hold it together, like a sticky Velcro, or you could always nail gun it, although it's plastic, so I don't know if I would do that. But find a solution. I know you're smart. And if you're like me, where you need to cut it, which you probably would need to, just using a small hacksaw to do this, to cut my second piece to size. A literal toe kick. Just toe kicking my toe kick. Okay, it's in. It just like pushes down on this vent a little bit so it pops up the front of the vent. But that's a later me issue. I might replace this vent with like a wood one that matches the floors, and then I can like just maybe cut the vent so that it's not in the way. I don't know. But the point is, it's done, it's in. Now let's go back outside to the top piece. Honestly, this is the piece I'm just most nervous for. I hope that the glue sticks, and I have to cut it to size and sand it. So let's do all that. It smells like buttery popcorn. I don't know why. Time for a dry fit. I honestly don't even know what that means, but I hear people say it. I think it's just making sure everything works before you continue working on a project. Oh yes. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! Ah! Oh my god. Wow. Dude, I did that. I so did that. There's a little gap there, but I think that's because of the wall. Shall we test it out? Yes. Girls. Girls rule. Okay, so the dry fit went pretty well. Everything is looking good. But what I'm gonna do now is take it back outside, give it a little bit more sanding and touching it up to make it perfect baby smooth. I'm gonna give it a coat of primer. I'm not sure yet what color I'm going to paint this. You guys are gonna have to stick around for the episode of these entire entryway in order to see how I finish it. But let's get to that. And then we did a thing. Okay, so today is hopefully the last day we are working on this here storage room. A couple things. So we're gonna be heading to Lee Valley, which is like a fixture. It's like a, I don't know how to explain it, but they have a lot of like handles and stuff, and they also do like hinges. Like it's like a hardware store, but in a very specific part of a hardware store. But Lee Valley has a lot of great options, so we're gonna head on down there. I think it's between this one and this one. Okay, I got my handle options. I'm really happy with them. I also picked up something for the office. So you guys are gonna have to stay tuned to probably the next Loft Vibes episode. I picked up a handle for Becky for a piece she's working on. Also, they're really sweet here. And she was like, sorry for the wait. We're at a very lean staff right now. If you know anybody looking for work, we're hiring. So if you guys want a job in Toronto, Lee Valley is hiring. I'm sure you get a discount. And if you're anything like me, then you would use that discount heavily. Before I finish up this bench, I wanted to return all of the items I picked up but ended up not needing from IKEA. I had a side panel for the drawer set, the rail system, and feet. And at the same time, I was also returning some curtain rods, but overall I got $140 back. And at least 100 of that is probably the stuff from this storage unit build, so I'm pretty excited right now. So back home, and we're ready to attach the wood top. Again, this is only primed. I'll probably remove it to do my final coat of paint, but I want to get everything in place since who knows when I will get around to finishing this thing. We're adding the handles by putting a piece of tape on the top of the cabinet front, marking the middle measurement, and then lining up the middle measurement with the middle measurement on this handy template that I made. The holes are placed exactly how far down I want them on the cabinet front, and I have both my small and large handle holes drilled. Then I take some small clamps, line them up at the top, and drill my holes. Lastly, we get in there on a very awkward angle, pre-drill some holes, and then screw the top wood piece to the cabinets from the inside of the cabinet. Okay, so I do have some mistakes that I want to share with you guys at the very, very end, but this pretty much wraps up making the storage bench. It's built in, but I don't even know if you can consider it that, because to me, built in means like it's attached, and this isn't really attached except for like 2 screws I put in on the drawer side, but it's renter friendly, which is absolutely insane. And I love how it turned out. So this is like basically my front hall closet. I don't have a closet, so this is where all my shoe storage is gonna go, and you're gonna have to wait until the making home episode to see how I hang coats and like make all of my entry closet stuff work in this solution. And I'm sure you've been waiting this whole time. You're just like, tell us what the mistakes are. Okay, I will tell you the mistakes. So a couple of them you already know. I bought the rail system that I didn't need. I bought the feet for the cabinets, which I didn't use because I ended up making my own out of 2x4s. And if you're thinking of not doing the 2x4 route and you're just like, wow, the feet sound easier, well, the feet aren't meant to go on upper cabinets. They're only meant to go on lower cabinets. So upper cabinets don't have like the holes that the feet are supposed to go into. So that's why I didn't go the feet route. But the real mistake is the hinges. So those hinges are expensive. They're meant to help open the doors when it's an upper cabinet, but since we're using it upside down, it doesn't have to try to defeat gravity. So I could have bought a cheaper hinge and then just used something like, hold on, I bought this. What I should have done was buy a cheap hinge and then use something like this. It's like it helps things open. So it would help it open, but it would also stop it at 90 degrees. So I don't know. I honestly, this is the one part of the project that I didn't quite nail. I'm going to be adding like some kind of side support system. Like it's kind of like these metal accordion things or just even a wire, something to stop it from hitting the floor because right now it very violently hits the floor. Demonstration. So like once you get to a certain point, I mean, that's hard to even tell, but it's like, it's slamming down. Oh my God, it's like heavy. So if you guys have any ideas on what the hinge situation should be, or if you do try this project, please let us know in the comments below. And if you do try it, make sure you tag us on Instagram and use the hashtag #SorryGirlSquad so I can see your built-in storage benches. When I posted this on Instagram, a lot of you messaged me that you're super interested in making your own. So I'm excited to see your projects. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you liked this video. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. I feel like I say that all the time, but you know, we're just out here hustling, trying to get to 2 mil, posting mad makeover videos for you guys. So make sure you subscribe if you are enjoying this content, and I will see you in our next video. Bye bye.